Fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here we go.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And not much to speak of. Call it. Gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to pass. Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
First down,
Tua now on first down. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They started on the ground with Eckler. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 22.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on third down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The Chargers at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, here's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but they've proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. We've got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game.
Touchdown, LA!
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Two and now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Powerful touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's swung out to Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Trying to lay one up deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And there's Williams. What a catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the Chargers punter now. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On play action, here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On first down, Tagovailoa. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Tua on 4th down. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
On the ready.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit. Before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. One more time with Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Herbert has it knocked free. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a first and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Let's go.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. They'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Tua now, third and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 50, here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of points here. That next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, Mostert. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from second and 2 to a tough third and 4.
If these guys get chopped into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ready.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. A nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 5 yards on the play there. It's a drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Well, that's into the hands of Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers! Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
Yeah, and this is no ordinary run after the catch. This is supersized right here. He's able to hook it in, turn the field, and then it's as simple as looking for the area where the defenders aren't. And then he outruns them all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now here's another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Boy, they get him wet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. Oh, good move. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as good running gets him to about the 44. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 39, Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 141 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. It's Eckler again. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Chargers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world.